Hey, everybody. Wanted to welcome you to a pretty quick presentation. I want to cover in this video the most useful high-level features as a newbie. Now, this video, this training actually came from a student, or I shouldn't say a student, from a new member, inside of my Facebook group. For those of you that are watching on YouTube. And what I do is that I take on questions and answer them live for people and do demonstrations inside of my free Facebook group. Today, we're going to answer a question by a new member. And so I'm going to quickly give them a shout out. And what I like to do is I like to tag people in my Facebook group. So if you are looking, if you guys have a question, when you first came in here, you probably didn't know that I do this. But for those of you that do have questions, don't be afraid to tag me in the group. And I'm much better at doing like demonstrations and video and stuff like that than typing answers back. But I'm also very much here to type things back. So thank you so much. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into and tackle this. So this presentation, I'm not going to jump into it on a very deep level. What I really feel that you should do as a newbie is it's not about going and trying to dissect the parts, right? Like, okay, the most useful feature, like, oh, you should be using the funnels, right? Oh, you should be using the text messaging or something like that. Or, oh, just use the membership site. Like, what you really need to understand is how the parts come together, all right? So once you understand the core parts on how they come together, you can go ahead and decide what you think your most useful feature is. So anyways, this presentation is, about the most useful features for those just getting started with high level. And what it really is I wanted to put together a training to actually show you, the features that you really need to understand. High level can be very complex to someone that's new. All right. So I just want to take you back on a little bit of a journey. And, why should you watch this video? Why should you watch this training? What you should do? So let me just first by introducing myself. My name is Aaron James. I have this Facebook group, and why should you join and check it out? When I started off as a brick and mortar entrepreneur. That was me there at, 21 years of age. And I'll date myself, but that's 20 years ago, before even Facebook and stuff like that. And, had an awesome little kiosk in the mall. Built out 3 of them. I ended up finding out the digital world. So back in, early 2006, 2007, I learned about, this internet stuff. I ended up launching a consignment store, junk store, pushed everything to a website. And this is all relevant because this is really what high level is about getting traffic to a property or getting into a page or something like that. I grew it into a large, furniture store and ended up acquiring a mattress. Acquired a gym and a virtual reality company that I helped start. And after all this was said and done, that's when I started this company called the Small Business Deacon. So I turned all this knowledge into actually doing it digitally, and I do it very well. So honored that I've not only worked with like hundreds and hundreds of small business owners, Fortune 500 companies, but, global companies, major cities, even a country. So, what is this all about, right? So here's what you should really understand about like automation. So it was back in 2013. Okay, so 2013, you can see the blur on the screen. My camera wasn't good. This is my picture. I did take this picture here while I was there down in Arizona. And I found out about this stuff called Infusionsoft. And they had this conference called InfusionCon, and it blew my mind. And it was all this crazy automation stuff. Like literally like this software that, could do all this different stuff and automate things and send text messages and build email campaigns. And it could operate when like you weren't even operating. It was just this mind-blowing, amazing software. So basically what you all think right now your mindset on what high level is what my mindset was with Infusionsoft. And so I flew down there and I dove in, right? I dove in and I started learning everything I could about this marketing automation thing. It was just mind blowing that people could actually like run these businesses. They could run a business from a laptop. They could actually build out this massive business that like made money while they sleep. You know, it was crazy. And so I literally learned everything I could and I dove headfirst into it. And I ultimately ended up, you know, learning all about the sophistication of marketing automation, you know, opt-in forms and campaigns and text messages and moving people from one thing to another. Do they do this? Do they do that? Do they do this? Do that? And so literally this is kind of right where the journey you're at. And what it helped me do is to literally land some of the biggest clients out there. You know, when I say the biggest clients out there, I mean, I landed a freaking country. All right. So, you know, that's about as big as you get. Anyways, long story short is that this is the kind of things that I know that you guys can learn about. It's just going to be a little bit, you know, new to you in the beginning, a little bit maybe confusing. Right. So I really want to break it down in this training to make it very, very simple for you. Okay. Taking all of my knowledge that I've done with Infusionsoft and everything. It was an easy transfer for me 2 years ago. I found high level 2 years ago. Okay. I've been at it that long. And one of the things I did is I went and stuck it on these directories. For those who don't know, I have all these directories that I have around the country. And what it requires is that these business owners sign up, and it required that they call me. Okay. And so I put it on my directories first, and then I went and built a software. I built a software for my students to use, and I added high level to it. Okay. So we literally added high level to it. I built out a snapshot for it. You know, we grew this into, you know, hundreds and hundreds of students, you know, around the globe. Most recently, I built out this website builder, and I've added high level to it. And so with that being said, this is what people think about, you know, when you think about, you know, high level. Okay, so this is like the combination of everything from, you know, the campaigns, the funnel pages, the forms, the triggers, all this crazy stuff. And I'm going to break it down for you right now. So before I do that, though, I do want to kind of put things in perspective because I know this is what you're looking for. And this is stuff that you can do, right? So here's like a newbie student of mine who literally, you know, landed one of their first high-level customers today. First high level, right? Their first customer, she landed out of the gate for $5,786 US. You know, and so this is the type of thing that you can actually do with high level is that number one, look at, she's like, boom. Okay. So she's building out a sales funnel. She charged them $1,500 for the sales funnel. She's building out a lead magnet funnel, charge them another $500 for a lead magnet funnel, building out a Facebook profile funnel, charge another $200. And again, those are in pounds compared to US. I put the translation, whatever up there. Building out email automation SMS, $350. Added Facebook advertising to it, like one-time charge plus a per month for the CRM. So just think about this. When I used to do all of this for these clients, right, I used a lot of Infusionsoft, right? These clients, I used a lot of Infusionsoft. And Infusionsoft, you know, has all these capabilities to do all this different stuff, but high level has just taken it to another level. Literally a higher level, right? Pun intended. So here it is. You have this one single software that you can learn this one tool, and literally be able to do that. And like, what are some of the results you can do for your clients? Well, how about like 10 grand in one day? How does that sound for you? Like 10 grand in one day. How about like 23,000 in a week? You know, this stuff is all possible you can do for your clients. So what I want to do is I want to talk to you a little bit about the basics, right? So where should you start? Let's look at business in general, right? So business in general. And one of my famous sayings is that in order to have a business, you must have sales. In order to get sales, people need to know you exist. You need marketing, right? And so the most basic thing that you're going to learn about is building something on the internet, whether you call it an opt-in page, a funnel page, or a website. I don't really care, is that you're going to need to get people to this page. And you're going to need to capture them, right? So you're going to pull them in and you're going to capture them. And from there, you may do a whole bunch of things in the back end. But literally, it all starts there. And this is something like called like a simple funnel and everything. But I want to talk to you a little bit about just what you need, the basic essentials to get started. So this all-in-one, amazing, and powerful software. One of the first things that you'll need to do is you only need to go create like 3 accounts. You don't even have to create the Stripe account if you don't want. But literally, you're going to need a Twilio account. It has these powerful text messaging capabilities. It has this powerful voicemail capabilities. It's got all this powerful stuff that operates through the phone, and you'll need a Twilio account. You'll also need a Mailgun account. Okay, so Mailgun really helps you with the email marketing, all this stuff. A lot of people ask me, well, how much do you pay? Well, literally, it's not really a lot. Okay, I haven't broken a Mailgun. I don't think I've even broken like $10. Like, you're not like constantly barraging people and everything when you're first getting going. And also, the other thing I tell people is like when you're on using Twilio, like you don't need to like stay on it. Like, shift over to your phone, right? And then you can go and get your Stripe. If you need help, you can just head right over to this URL. If you don't really know how to do it, it's just help.ৱebinly.com. So help.ৱebinly, and you can just navigate over to the CRM quick start steps. And we literally have like a 3-step, easy to do for you. Like, boom, create a Twilio account step by step. I even give you, $15 in credit so you can get yourself off the ground. Step-by-step directions. Okay, great, Aaron. Here's all I need to do. This is what I do. Here's the step-by-step directions. Let me go back to the quick start. That's great. I want to go set up my Mailgun. Here's how I do my Mailgun. Okay. I do an over-the-shoulder video for you. It's really, really simple for you to go ahead and get this stuff done. And this is for my own members that they go ahead and request a form. But I just wanted to let you know that that is available. Again, it's just help.ৱebinly.com, and you can navigate to that article, which is like the quick start steps. All right, so let's dive in. Let's dive into here, into some of these bare bone basics, which is like the forms and funnel builder, right? So again, what I want you to keep your mind on is what is the basics that you need and what should we focus on and how do they connect together, right? How do they connect together? And so number one is the forms, right? So the forms. And inside of here, you'll see that you can create any form that you want. And over here, where they're located, when you get into your dashboard, they are located right under here under marketing and form builder. And again, you have the ability to go ahead and create as many forms as you want. All right, let's move on through here. So that's the forms. The funnel builder, okay? The funnel builder, like I told you, in order to have a business, you need sales. In order to have sales, people need to know you exist. You got to send people to like this page on the internet. And so they literally have the funnel builder built inside of it, where you can just go ahead and add a form to it. You have beautiful little funnel pages, and they've got a lot of starter pages, a lot of starter funnels, all this different stuff to help you get going. So where the funnel's located, so underneath the left-hand tab, under funnels websites, it depends if that tab is shown, but it will say funnels, and you literally just click on funnels. The funnel builder, whenever you guys get into this, funnels are actually just very, very simple. It's just like websites. It's just something that's just row, columns, and elements. That's it. Row, columns, and elements. So the next time you look at any page that you want, just look at it in terms of rectangles. Okay, that's it. Just look at it in terms of rectangles, because all it is just giant rectangles inside of rectangles inside of rectangles. So for example, you have this one big green one called a section. Then you've got a row, which this is a row. And then inside the row, you could have a 1 column. You could have a 2 column. You could have a 3 column. And what you can do inside the columns is you could have a background. You could have a transparent background. And then you put elements inside of it. Even with your row, it could actually be transparent. As you see over here, the row is transparent as well as the column is transparent. And then you put elements inside of it. All right, let's talk about the next couple of major components that you need to understand about. So we talked about getting people into your system. We can't let the machine's not going to work unless we can get some stuff into it, right? Get some fuel. So think about like a car engine where you're getting fuel. And so the people, your contacts are your fuel. So we want to get contacts in there. And then what we want to do is we want to be able to like organize them. We don't want to just like throw them in there, right? If we just threw these people in there, it'd be like, oh, okay, who's who, who's what, and which one wants to buy from me right now, right? Like which one wants to buy right now? And so as we do this, we have the things we have inside of here. First of all, you have your whole overview and management. So inside of here, underneath contacts, if you click over here, you'll find all of your contacts, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do inside of here, right? There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do. After you have your contacts, what you want to go do is start to sort them, right? So what you do is you put them into different pipelines. Now your pipelines could be based upon certain products you're trying to sell, maybe certain services, stuff like that. But you all know about pipelines, right? So think of like a funnel. You have a whole bunch of leads, but like pretty much only maybe like, a certain percentage of them is actually going to be good prospects. Then there's going to be some that are really good prospects that become your customer. And so think about pipelines like a funnel turned on its side, right? So it's like a funnel turned on its side. And so that's what it is. And so inside of here now, you can have as many little pipelines as you want, and you create them based upon product. You can create them based upon service. Again, all those little different stuff. Inside of your pipeline are things called opportunities. What does that mean? Money, right? So this is the money. Like this is the part that you all love, right? So here's an example of a pipeline. And so the pipeline inside of High Level, it'd be on your left-hand side. It's actually called opportunities. Okay, so that's what they're called. And what happens is that each one of these opportunities, we can call them kind of an opportunity record, is created, right? And so remember, you have a contact who came into your system. Maybe that contact you don't want to do anything with. That contact can exist. The contact record is the basis for everything inside of a CRM, as it is in here in High Level. So the contact record. What happens here now is that we can create another thing called an opportunity, and we can move it along in that pipeline. So again, think about that funnel, and it just tipped on its side. And so instead of moving from top to down, we're actually moving from, left to right. And so these things move along like, hey, this is a new one. Hey, they booked an appointment. Some are just better than the others. All right. To kind of pull this in and wrap it in, the other two major components that you need to know about is campaigns and triggers. Okay, so campaigns and triggers. And here's one of the best ways that I think that I can explain it to anybody is I want you to take, for example, like McDonald's. Okay, so on the left is the manager, and on the right is the workers, right? On the right is the workers. So campaigns, just so you understand, is that after people opt in, maybe you want to, notify, maybe you want to send them whatever they opted in for, right? So you can create a campaign and send them whatever they need. Maybe you want to actually start sending them multiple emails to have them buy something more from you, right? They could buy something more from you. Great. What if they opt in, they do everything great, and they just buy from you? Well, you need to deliver your stuff. So those are the campaigns, all right? And so what I want you to think about the campaigns, I want you to think about the campaigns as the workers, okay? I want you to think about the campaigns as the workers, all right? And so campaigns are located on the left-hand side. If you look over here, underneath marketing, so right in here, underneath marketing, let me just delete that. I might have put that by accident. I'm sorry. But campaigns are located right over here under marketing. And you can see you can have many campaigns as you want, okay? As many campaigns as you want. So let's go look at triggers. Triggers, I want you to think about triggers as like the manager, okay? The manager. So what does that mean, okay? So let's put this in the scenario. Let's just say that somebody in the store drops their soda. They drop their soda. So what happens is like, oh, that's kind of like an incident, like something has happened, right? An incident, a trigger. And so what usually happens is, okay, the manager comes over and looks, and the manager goes, oh, it's a simple spill. Is everybody okay? Everybody good? Because if everybody wasn't, what would that manager would do? That manager would say, okay, let's call the paramedics. And that's like an analogy of calling a campaign. But the manager is going to say, okay, great. Let's just have the cleanup crew come. And so the manager is going to summon the campaign of cleanup crew. Hey, cleanup crew, and the cleanup crew comes, okay? So think about it like that. So campaigns and triggers, think about the triggers as like the manager, and the campaigns are like the workers. So, for example, maybe the manager also needed to give them a free meal. Well, that would be like another campaign. Okay, give a free meal, right? So really just start thinking about campaigns and triggers like that as the manager and the workers, okay? And for your triggers, they are located under here. You have it right on your left-hand side, and you can create as many triggers as you want, and you can also classify them underneath different folders. So, folks, I know this wasn't an all-inclusive training, and there's a lot of stuff that I've chit-chatted about and, probably need to dive in deeper. So I want to invite you, if you're seeing this and this is something of interest to you, you are welcome to go over and go grab my one snapshot away. Okay, so one snapshot away. The snapshot is what High Level calls a complete basic system, right? So a complete system where literally you get all of this stuff in here. And so for those of you guys that are, catching this on YouTube or whatever, maybe coming in, wherever it's posted, you're welcome to come over here. And I made this all for free. Not only will you be able to go through this, I say 5 days, you could probably complete it in one night. It's really not that hard, but it's going to literally go through this and break it down even more, much more in detail, bite by bite, piece by piece for you. And moreover, not only do I do that, I actually put a full business in a box for you. Let me take that back. I put a full agency in a box. All right. So there's a full agency in the box. This whole training, I'm going to literally give you a massive built snapshot. And I'll show you what's inside that in just 1 minute, but it comes with everything you need. Okay. Right after I give you that, I'm also going to go through and walk through all the steps and build out a snapshot with you. But let's just go over here and I'll show you, like, I literally put everything that you need in here to learn this system, to learn how it works. All of this stuff is inside of here. It's all free. You're welcome to go take it, step-by-step videos, and go and use it for yourself. People actually made money on this. I give you the whole course inside of it, everything that you need. It's literally a step-by-step, everything that you could possibly need to learn how to get this thing going for yourself. Okay. So again, on the bonus number 2, we're going to literally walk through it. I'm going to do it with you. It's going to go through everything. I literally go through everything here with you. So anyways, I'd like to invite you again, if you're seeing this, wherever you're seeing, if you're not in my Facebook group yet, go ahead and just search inside of Facebook for the High Level Agencypreneur Facebook group. So I want to thank you so much for this training, and I hope that at least I've unraveled some of a little bit of beginnings for you all about High Level. Thank you so much.